your electricity bill for a moment. How are you doing? Okay, let's try it once again because we're actually out. Good evening, everybody! Welcome to the Wells Entertainment Showcase. We're so glad that you made it here tonight. We can start breathing now, I think. For all our clientele, hey Ben, I saw you. We'd like to say thank you for all the business in the past and look forward to doing a lot more business with you in the future. And we'd like to set up special meetings with you because we can't show everything tonight, it's impossible. And I'd like you to give a big hand to my right-hand man, and I couldn't do it without him working so hard. That's Mr. Paul Shusha! Otherwise known as Billy Idol. Okay, without further ado, please let me introduce the MC for tonight. Mr. Valerie, all right, she's changed her sex. Miss Valerie Jess, thank you.
Thank you, Billy, I appreciate that very much. Hi, everybody. Wow, I see a lot of people that I think I might know, okay? I don't know if that's good or bad, so I will tell you, we'll welcome you to this showcase. This is the Wells Entertainment, and it has some of the finest shows in the condo and the concert circuits. As Billy said, there's a tremendous amount of talent that this agency has, and it's impossible for us to show you everything this evening. So, one of the most requested acts in the business today, over 3,500 shows worldwide. Their vocal harmonies and high-energy show combined with the reimagined song repertoires that they have leaves their audience clamoring for more. With their new show, The Ultimate Mixtape Experience, please welcome the Company Men.
but we're caving in. Do you ever feel already very deep? 6 feet under squeeze, but no one seems to hear a thing. Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spot for you. You just gotta
Company Men. Now, what the heck did you guys just hear? You heard so many different songs happening at the same time. Does anybody know what a mashup is? Yeah, you do. Well, do you guys want to see a little bit of how we create a mashup? All right, let's try it. Hey, John, can I get a G, please? Maestro? Perfect. Now, Miles is here with the really cool mustache and the cool glasses. And Miles is our bass. He sings a lot of the low notes. But Miles, for this point of the show, can you start a song in the key of G, something that everybody's going to recognize?
Let me see. I got it. Boom, 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 boom.
There you go.
Boom, boom,
what song is that? Anybody know?
Boom, boom, boom,
you guys know. All right. So now what we're going to do, Justin, sing a different song on top of what Miles is singing.
Give me the B-boys and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and
Sing
roll
along.
and drift away.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so Justin, you step out for a second. E. Morgan, sing something a little more contemporary.
The player's gonna play, 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 play. The haters gonna hate, 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 hate. I'm just gonna say, 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 say. Say it all, say it all.
Nice, a little Taylor Swift in the house tonight. That's pretty good. All right, so the way that a mashup works is that while Miles is still singing that, we're gonna have Justin and E. Morgan come back in and sing their songs, and it's all gonna hopefully fit together. Let's see what it sounds like. Come on, guys.
Please don't play, 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 I say. The haters gotta understand. I'm just gonna say, 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 say.
But one more time. I just thought of another song. Watch this. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider. What?
Up came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider
When shake it off, shake it off. Ooh.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the mashup. We hope you enjoy the rest of the showcase.
All right, do we have any fans of Motown out there? Any fans of popular music out there? Hey! So we want to take you back and show you our very first mashup ever. A little something older, a little something newer. We call this the collection. We hope you enjoy it.
Build my world of dreams around you. I'm so happy that I found
Motown in the house? I think we got some fans of Motown. And we are big fans of Motown. They have heavily influenced our group. But there's one group in particular that has influenced us the most, and that is the Temptations. All right, we got some fans, and I think this is going to go well. From their showmanship and style to their slick dance moves and their tight harmonies, we are very proud to present this next song. This is our rendition of their hit classic. This is Just My Imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Shrake.
name is Nathan. We are the Company Men, taking hits from the 50s all the way up to today, mashing them together to create a totally new experience for you and your guests. We hope that we can see you and your guests very soon. But in the meantime, we have something special for you. Justin, what do we got for them?
So, our next artist wanted to be here in person so badly, but they're currently touring the country nationally, performing at various venues, so they weren't able to be here today. But they brought us a very, very special video of his show, Soul Broadway. It is a show by Mr. Teron Brooks. He is a star on TV. He's been on Broadway. He's been in film. He is an amazing, amazing performer. So, without any further ado, we are very proud to present you with the Soul of Broadway.
My window, I watch her as she passes by. I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy to have a girl like her. It's truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to you. And it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination, oh, running away with me. Close your eyes, for your eyes will only tell the truth, and the truth isn't what you won't see. In the dark, yeah, it's easy to pretend, but the truth is what it ought to be. Something's coming, something good. I got a feeling. Something is coming, something good. Something is coming and it's gonna be good. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. On the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always been? I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is there anybody waving? Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear the unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go. Get ready, 'cause you're on. Cause here I come. I'm on my way. Get ready, 'cause here I come. Oh, yeah, yeah. Here I come, baby. Yeah. Ooh,
Okay, let's bring on our next performer, because let me tell you something, this gal is terrific. Our next performer is one of the most sought-after artists on the cabaret circuit, earning rave reviews from New York Times and Wall Street Journal. She is the recipient of Nightlife, Bistro, and Broadway World Awards for Outstanding Vocalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Carol J. Bufford.
Don't say I can't go with others. You don't know me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't know me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I'll never stay. Don't tell me what to say, and don't tell me what to do. And when I go out with you, don't put me on display. 'Cause I'm young, and I love to be young. I'm free, and I love to be free. To live my life the way that I want to say and do whatever I please. You don't know me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't know me. Don't say I can't go without her.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. How are you all tonight? Excellent. I'm so happy to hear. My name is Carol J. Bufford, and I'm going to be presenting 2 different shows in my little 15-minute segment. The first is called You Don't Own Me, the Fearless Females of the 1960s. All right, yes, absolutely. I found out that when I was reading a lot about this time period, and music specifically from this time period, that they focused in a lot on the men. But I want to look tonight at the ladies. So we're going to be looking at their stories, their songs, how they found their sound. People like the 16-year-old Leslie Gore, who told her manager that she was tired of singing frivolous little party songs and wanted a song with substance. And that is how we got You Don't Own Me. So travel back in time with me to a time when dresses became the length of shirts. And the sleeves, you could hide small children in them. And every woman had a pair of go-go boots. You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but you've been messing where you should have been messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Now one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep changing when you should have been changing. You keep thinking that you'll never get burned. But I just found me a brand new box of matches. What do you know? You ain't had time to learn. And that's just what it will do. And one of these days, I'm gonna walk all over you. Thank you very much. These Boots Are Made for Walking was written by a man named Lee Hazelwood. So Nancy Sinatra called up Lee Hazelwood and said, come over to my house, I want you to play through every song you've ever written. I need to find a new next hit. So he comes over, he plays through this giant stack of music. And as soon as he's done, she says, you know what, Lee? I love every single song that you played tonight, but I really like that Boots number. And he said, well, actually, Nancy, that's a man's song. I sing that song in my show. And she said, oh, no, 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 no. Coming from a man, that song sounds harsh and cruel and abusive. But coming from a woman, it sounds just right.
All right, so now we're going to look at Miss Janis Joplin. Janis Joplin, she and her band were at the Holiday Inn bar having a drink or 12 before the show that night. And there was this kid over in the corner playing guitar. She leaned in and listened to him and turned back to her band members and said, I know this song. My friends Chris Christopherson wrote this song. Let's put it in the show tonight. So they put it in the show that night. They put it in the show the next night. They kept putting in all of her shows, and it was released on her final album, which was released posthumously. This became the biggest hit of Janis's career. Busted, flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train, feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained, rode us all the way to New Orleans. Well, I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was playing songs by Bobby sang the blues. Windshield wipers snapping time out, holding Bobby's head in mine. We played every song that Java knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, ain't nothing but history. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when he sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby. From the Kentucky coal mine to the California sun, yeah, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather and everything we done, yeah, Bobby, baby, tell me from the cold. One day, near Salinas, Lord, I let him slip away. He was looking for that home, and I hope he found it. I'm trading my tomorrows for a single yesterday. Holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Ain't nothing but it's free. Feeling good was easy, love. Breathing the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby. Thank you very much. All right, that ends the 60s portion of the evening. So now we go back even farther in time. We're going back to the 1920s. When the jazz was hot, the women bobbed their hair, and flowers were in vogue. This is Roar, the music of the 20s and 30s. What little moonlight can do. What little moonlight can do. Coming now, you're not so clear.
20s, you cannot hit the 20s and 30s without talking about those fabulous speakeasies in Harlem. So now we're going all the way uptown to get all the way low down. This is a nice, sweet, true love song. Liza Johnson and her man had a falling out. He said, get someone else. If you can, I'm gone without a doubt. Things got tough, and he came back. Last night at 9 o'clock, he put his key in the old front door, but the key didn't fit the lock. He pushed it in, and he turned around, and then he took it out. And just as he was about to try again, he heard Miss Liza shout, "You got the right key, but the wrong keyhole. I couldn't get a long way to save my soul. Yesterday I went down to the hardware store and got a new light boy in my front door. I got a new man, better than you. He starts his loving where you get through. So take my ribbon, honey, and leave my door. But if you don't fit in my life no more, you got the right key, Daddy. You got the right key, Daddy. You got the right key, Papa, but just stick it in the wrong keyhole. Thank you all again so much. My name is Carol J. Butler. The two shows you heard from were You Don't Own Me, the fearless females of the 1960s, and Roar, the music of the 20s and 30s. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.
Wow, wasn't she terrific? Yes, yes. Thank you. Terrific. And what a hand for the band. They really, really stepped up to the plate. Paul Tasman and the band. Wow. There's going to be someone coming out on this stage right now. Ladies, hang on to your hats. I got to tell you that. This dynamic young performer is a principal performer in Las Vegas' Wynn Casino show La Rêve, then on to Broadway stage as the romantic lead of Viscount Raoul de Chanay in Phantom of the Opera, where he won the Broadway World Award for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical. He has appeared in other Broadway productions and now brings his own show to us. His show, You'll Never Walk Alone. Please welcome Andrew Ragone.
This is the moment, this is the day, when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time, the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment. time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds, they say or never, I sing forever beneath the gods. When I look back, I will always recall moment for moment. This was the moment, the greatest moment of
Wow, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody enjoying the show so far? Well, you guys are wonderful. You're treating us so right. Well, my name, again, is Andrew Ragone, and my show takes you on a personal journey of some of the songs and artists that have a personal impact on my life and my career. From my times as the leading man in Broadway shows such as Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera, to the Tony hit Evita, The Light in the Piazza, and many more, as well as the artists who had an impact on my career. Great artists such as Frank Sinatra. Do we have any fans? Fans, yeah. Frank Sinatra, Neil Diamond, Josh Groban. Neil Diamond was a hit, huh? And of course, one of my personal favorite classical singers, Placido Domingo. And speaking of classical, this next song you might remember. I'm sure many of you heard it. This is the drinking song from La Traviata. Sing along if you want. If you don't know the lyrics, just sing. La 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 la. Let's sway.
Limpiamo, limpiamo l'etica, dici che la bellezza infiora, e là facevano rasti inebria volontà. Limpiamo le noci fremiti che suscita l'amore, poiché quell'occhio al cuore onnipotente va.
You guys are wonderful. Well, for 3 years, I had the honor to headline in Las Vegas in a $20 million spectacular called Steve Wynn's Showstoppers. It was a gorgeous show with beautiful sets and costumes. There was a 34-piece orchestra on stage and 30 dancers. Every night, I got to stand on that stage and sing this next number. Once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment, one wonderful moment, when fate takes his hand. And this is my moment, my once in a lifetime, when I can explore a new and exciting land.
once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant. I soar like an eagle as though I had wings. And this is my moment. My destiny calls me. And though it may be just once in a lifetime, I'm gonna do great things. Once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment when fate takes his hand, and this is my moment, my once in a lifetime, when I can explore a new and exciting land. Oh, once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant, I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings, and this is my moment. My destiny calls me, and though it may be just once in a lifetime, I'm gonna do great things. Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to leave you tonight with what I consider to be one of the greatest songs in the American Songbook. And 75 years later, I feel like the lyrics still have just as much meaning as when they were written. Through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm is a golden sky and a sweet silver song of a love. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be dust and blow. Sing along. Walk on, with hope in your heart. You know it. You'll never walk alone. Are more poetic lyrics ever written, huh? Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, my name is Andrew Regard. Now, I am also the founder of a group called Amore Forever. Has anybody of you heard of it? Oh, so few of you. Okay, Amore Forever. So what does amore mean? Love, of course, a love, passion, heartbreak. But for our group, we think that it means all of those things, but it also can mean the love of music.
And that is from classical to pop, Broadway to the silver screen, and even a little opera. So tonight, at the end of the show, we're gonna play a video of Amore Forever. Please stay and watch. Thank you so much. You guys have been wonderful.
Thank you, Andrew. Let's hear it come back, Andrew. A tribute band to one of the most iconic and influential groups of the 1970s. This classic rock and roll band is still heard on the airwaves and still creating new music, along with their Grammy-winning hits. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1998 and still performing after almost 50 years. Here they are, a tribute to them, Fleetwood Flashback.
And he says, Rihanna, stay. And he says, I still cry out for you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Hallelujah. Do we have any Fleetwood Mac fans out there tonight?
Give a shout out!
Hallelujah. All right, that's wonderful news. Well, we are called Fleetwood Flashback, and our goal here tonight is to take you back to when you first heard the greatest hits of Fleetwood Mac. So we are here to bring you on that nostalgic journey, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the ride.
And I expect you're going to sing along because you know all the words to these, right? Come on, get involved. We love it. We love coming here. Thank you for being here.
You can go
our community. We will fit on any stage. Thank you. Fleetwood Flashback, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Whoa! If you are a fan of Cirque du Soleil, you will love this magical evening of entertainment. Grand illusions, costumes, dance, music, and more. This versatile act can be accommodated on any stage, so don't be afraid if you have a smaller venue, it can fit into your venue. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Illusions and Beyond.
JDC Productions proudly presents 7th Generation Entertainers, Justino and Daniela Sophie, in the ultimate stage spectacular, Illusions and Beyond.
funny under this table. I assure you, there's absolutely nothing underneath. Here we go, same exact trick. 1, 2.
ain't got the time for that. Just let it go, cause it never make me go dancing all by myself another again.
Oh, come on, people speak to me. I said hello! Welcome to the show. My name is Justino Zobi. My friends call me by my initials, which is Jay-Z. Everybody say, hey, Jay-Z! Now, our show is called Illusions and Beyond. So I have a question for you out there. Do you like shows like America's Got Talent? Cirque du Soleil? The Illusions of Chris Angel? Well, our show's nothing like that, but you're gonna have a good time anyway. Now, I want to point out to you, tonight we're going to go very high energy here on stage. We've had a warm-up, I've had a rehearsal, I've had like 7 Red Bulls, I'm ready to go. Right now, it's your turn to have your warm-up. So on the count of 3, I want everybody out there to yell, scream, holler, shout, applaud, and make as much noise as you possibly can. On the count of 3, here we go, ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3, let me hear you! Fantastic. Has anybody ever seen one of my shows before? Okay, so for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm actually very famous. If you don't know who I am, you have to know who my parents are. My parents are 2 very famous magicians. They were in Las Vegas for many, many years. I'm sure you know them. My mom and dad was Siegfried and Roy. Yeah. That's me in the middle. All joking aside, in our show, we're going to combine big grand illusions, cirque acrobatics, comedy, and even close-up magic. Maybe the audience like close-up magic card tricks, right? Now we can't use audience volunteers at this moment in time yet, but we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna try something very nice. I'm gonna get some audience volunteers to stay right in your seats. You're not gonna come on stage, I'm not gonna come out there. But, let's see. Sir, right there, how are you doing, sir? What's your name? What is it? Ed. Ed. That's my father's name. Very cool, Ed. I can't forget that. Welcome to the show, Ed. Ed, do you like magic? Do you have a handkerchief or a napkin? No. I want to find one. You got something hanging right there. It's a bit disgusting. I'm kidding. Ed, do me a favor. Stand up for me, Ed. You can stay right in your seats, but just stand right there for me, please. Everybody say hi, Ed. Hi. Let's see. Sir, right there with the mask on, stand up for me, please, as well. What's your name? Oh, yeah, I guess you all have masks on. Okay, never mind. Let it narrow down. Perfect. Your name is Mike? Really? That's my father's name. Very cool, Mike. Welcome to the show. Awesome. And I need one last and final person. Who can I get? Let's see. I need one last person. Right there, man, right in the front. How are you? With the red glasses on. What's your name? Karen. That's my father's name. Very cool. Welcome to the show. Karen, stand up. Keep your hands free. Hand your phone to your husband here. Thank you. Is this your husband or are you on a business trip? Husband. Okay, fantastic. Once again, while you're staying there. Now, what we're gonna do is this. I need you guys to help me come up with a random card out of an imaginary deck, okay? So, sir, the first thing I'm gonna have you yell out as loud as you possibly can is the suit of the cards. What is the suits? Spade. Did you hear him say spade? That was his choice. Thank you very much. You can sit back down. Thank you very much. Spade. Mike, all the way in the back. We need a number, a value of that card. It can be a 1 through 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, whatever you like. What is the value of the spade? 3. So you chose the 3 of spades. Grab a seat, Mike. Thank you very, very much. Now, last but not least, we ask you to do a favor. We randomly picked the 3 of spades here with the help of these 2 guys right here. We haven't rehearsed this before the show starts. Is that correct? We have not set this up. I have not met you before the show. I haven't got near you or touched you, even though you asked me on the way in. Is that correct? Here's the cool thing. Turn around and face the audience for me, please. Believe it or not, on the count of 3, the 3 of spades, 1, 2, 3, has now appeared inside your bra. Look, you can check or I can check, whatever you like to do, okay? You sit down, Mike. Your volunteer part is over, okay? Now stand up. Face the audience. I'm not gonna get near you. All joking aside. This is gonna freak everybody out. Face the audience so they can see. On your left-hand side, do me a favor. Reach in right underneath the bra and pull out that card, fold it in half, and show it to the audience for me, please. Pull out the card, nothing else. Don't be worried, okay? It's right by your bra strap. It's not there? Of course not. But that'd be freaking cool though, wouldn't it? That'd be like David Copperfield crap, man. Seriously. Do you think if I could do a trick that good, working at Boynton Beach, I'd be in Vegas? Are you ready for Get Copper? You say yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out to you that in our show, we're going to bring personal stories, emotional magic to teach you about the value of time, to show you the value of love and many other things, using magic to actually get those points across. And I guarantee you, our show is more than just a magic show.
It's an experience.
you very much. Are you enjoying the show so far? I have to stop the show just for a few moments because tonight I have some very special news to share with all of you. Our fantastic sound, video, and lighting designer up there in the back of the booth, his name is Devin. Right during tonight's show, he got a call from his wife who lives back in California. She told him she has just given birth to a beautiful baby boy. Nice round of applause for Devin. Now, what Devin doesn't know is that while he's been working so hard here throughout the entire performance, I actually was able to pull a few strings. I have a photo of your baby emailed directly here to the scene. So Devin, as a gift from us to you, take a look up at the video wall, take your very first look at your brand new baby boy. Looks just like him. All joking aside, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say it was real funny. The very first time I had the privilege of working with Billy Weld was actually not too far from here, quite a few years ago, at the Linton Theater in Boca Raton. They had a very large show there called Extreme Vegas, and we actually were doing a rehearsal. And Billy came to me after the rehearsal and said, Justino, you gotta realize how South Florida works. The audiences are incredible. She goes, after your big spike illusion, she goes, have the lights go off, run backstage. She says, the audiences are gonna go nuts. They're gonna yell, they're gonna scream, they're gonna shout, they're gonna give you a standing ovation. She said, like a rock concert. They're gonna start chanting, more, more, more. She said, you come running back, you do your final encore. I thought that was brilliant. So, our 7 p.m. show that night, I did exactly what Billy told me to do. We did our big spike routine, took a bow, the lights went out, we ran backstage. Waited a few minutes. Don't get ahead of me. We came running back, everyone was gone. I don't listen to Billy anymore. You know, I want to point out to you that, as you're all aware, entertainment has been sitting in a closet and a shelf for a very long, long time now since COVID happened. I don't think anybody thought that the entire entertainment industry worldwide would come to a complete stop overnight, and then really not return for a very, very long time. I'm very, very fortunate and very proud of my beautiful wife, Daniela, because a few years ago she said, we need to have a backup plan in case you get hurt, we get sick, we always have something else to fall back on besides our passion of performing. So she took her real estate license, studied very, very hard, and had it as a backdrop. And when COVID hit, she went full speed, worked with Keller Williams Smart One out in Central Florida. In a few months' time, became #1 realtor out of 187 realtors in that region. I am very, very proud of my wife, so give her a nice round of applause for working so hard and thinking ahead. I just stayed home and did the laundry. She won't let me do that either. My best friend actually works at BMW, and he actually, after about 10 months of trying to convince me to do something else for a while, I finally got an offer to go back to work. And the offer was unfortunately to be overseas for 6 months away from my family, and it wasn't something I was willing to do. So I took the job, and I work at BMW full time, and at night I'm a magician. It's kind of weird. But I just wanted to say that something hit me the other day. Somebody asked, what do you do for a living? And I said, oh, I work at BMW. But it was pretty interesting because my entire life, if people ask me what I did for a living, I didn't say I work anywhere. I said, I'm an entertainer. And I realized that I may have a job, but it's not who I am. Being on this stage is who I am. I'm 7th generation professional entertainer. And not being on these stages has been something that's been really hard for many of us all around the world. So ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of my heart and every other entertainer in a theater like this all over the planet, thank you very much for coming in here tonight, supporting live entertainment, and letting us have the opportunity to make our dreams come true again. Thank you very, very much. Normally after our shows, my wife and I will be out front to meet all the audience, shake hands, take photos, and unfortunately due to COVID restrictions, we're not able to do that anymore for a while at least. And normally we'd have like merchandise and magic kits and DVDs. We're not gonna have any of that, we're not selling those items. But if you'd like to buy a house or a BMW, I will be at the... Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with my last and final routine. I'm not freaking kidding, people, I'm serious, okay? It's been a long hiatus, if you know what I mean. I hope I have the pleasure to come and see some of you in the near future. And once again, thank you to Billy Wells for inviting us here. It's been an absolute blast, and everybody backstage for helping us. I'm going to be my last and final routine. It is the routine that I've had the privilege and honor to perform over 50 countries. It's the piece that I hope you remember for a very long time. Let's begin. I have here a small puzzle. Inside, you'll find many different shaped, different sized pieces. No matter how different each piece is, it all fits perfectly inside this frame. Now the frame doesn't bend, doesn't flex, it's made out of wood. I'm gonna keep it in plain sight, right here the entire time. Now most magicians would close off their shows with some big elaborate stunt or a dangerous illusion. I always had a history and a reputation for closing off my performances with something a little closer to my heart. And this next trick is just that. I created it and based it off of my life story. And I think that just by being in the audience and watching, each and every one of you has a story, just like mine. I call this routine the puzzle of life. When I was a small boy, I started to assemble the pieces in my life that are most important to me. The first piece was the biggest and definitely the most valuable. This piece represents my family. That's my mom and dad on the left, grandparents in the middle. Like most kids, I had my friends, and in my case, a really bad 80s haircut. That was the year I was nominated most likely to marry a cousin. Anyway, I had my education, which gave me the knowledge, prepared me for my future. I had my hopes, my dreams, my inspirations, which led me to following my dream. Becoming an entertainer like you see me here tonight. That was me. Wasn't that cute? As I got older, that became a professional career. I usually didn't come to buy my very first house of my own. I had my health, but most importantly, I had the peace that we all strive for. This one. I had happiness. This is my life, and these are the pieces that I chose to keep close. I had an amazing family who loved me, great friends. I had the knowledge for my future. I was healthy, I was happy, I wanted and needed nothing. But then one day, a new piece came into my life. I didn't expect it, and I definitely didn't plan on it. The piece was love. And her name, you guessed it, her name was Daniela. We met performing a show together in New York. We became friends, and I fell in love. I wanted to ask her to marry me. I wanted to make her part of my life. But how is that possible? There's no room in my life for extra peace. There's no room for love. See, no matter where I try to put it, it's simply not going to fit back inside my frame. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, if you want something bad enough, if you believe in yourself, and most importantly, you never, ever give up, you'll find that anything is possible. So I started to rearrange my priorities. I didn't lose a single piece. I just changed things around. As I already said, if you want something bad enough, you can always find room for love. Daniela and I traveled around the world, living, loving, and performing together. adding a new piece into our life. Maybe a baby. Well, to be honest, that idea kind of scared me. See, I already had my friends, family, my career, my wife. We were traveling around the world. How would all those pieces fit with a baby? Just not possible, right? But like I said, if you want something bad enough, if you believe in yourself, and most importantly, you believe in a little bit of magic, anything is possible. And September 14th, Zariana fit perfectly in our lives. This is my life, and these are the pieces that I chose to keep close. And just like in your life, you choose the pieces that are important to you, but at the end of the day, they still have to fit perfectly back inside your frame. I can't wait to see what piece we get next.
Give it up for Justino and Daniela.
Next, one more big live act to go, and then we have some special surprises for you, so don't go away. He's an accomplished pianist, composer, and arranger who has toured with shows such as Carol King Musical and Billy Elliot. She has performed all over the world and performed with the likes of Barbra Streisand and the Bee Gees. John and Beth present their show entitled Songs and Stories from the Stage. Please welcome John Rose and Beth Cohn.
Tell me not to live, just sit and put up. Life's candy and the sun's of all the better. Don't bring around the clouds to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I simply got to. If someone takes a spill at me and I do, who told you you're allowed to remain? Welcome everybody to Songs and Stories from the Stage. We are the musicians that are just behind the stars in the spotlight. And tonight we're so excited to share with you some of our experiences working with those legendary shows and artists. And few are more legendary than Miss Barbra Streisand. Oh, there she goes. So they always tell me I look like her. What do you think? Yes. So I got to sing with her, the diva herself, on her album Guilty Pleasures. And I figured tonight, why don't we do a song by my good friend? Ooh, memories, like the corners of my mind, missing for the memories of the way.
introduce my musical director, Mr. John Rose.
Good evening, everyone. I spent 2.5 years touring with the Carole King musical Beautiful, and if you happen to have seen the show in South Florida, you were probably listening to me play piano from the pit. But Beth sings, she sounds a lot more like Carole King than I do, so I'm going to let her sing this next one.
Classic rock band Boston. Well, the brainchild of that band, Tom Scholz, was vacationing on Miami Beach and saw me singing at a nightclub and contacted me to see if I would work with him. And of course I said yes. So I recorded with him on his then latest project, Corporate America. And a few years later, he needed to replace a member in the band and he reached out to me. And the next thing I knew, I was playing arenas with one of the greatest rock bands of all time. I woke up this morning, the sun was gone. Turned on some music to start my day. I lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away. And there is one artist that both John and I have worked for, and that is Julio Iglesias.
Yes, international superstar Julio Iglesias, or as the young kids call him, Enrique Iglesias' father. Now, when I first went to work for Julio, a couple band members, they pulled me aside and they warned me not to commingle with the female backup singers because Julio doesn't like that, and it would probably end with me losing my job.
I remember that rule. That's true.
Anyway, long story short, I no longer work for Julio Iglesias.
To all the girls I love before who travel in and out my door, I'm glad they came along, and I dedicate this song to all the girls I love before. Winds of change are always blowing. Every time I try to say, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away.
Here's a fun fact about Julio. He's been on the road for over 50 years. He's played something like 4,000 live shows. And during his travels, he's loved many of the girls. In fact, I have to think that statistically speaking, some of you might be in the audience tonight, right? Give yourself a hand if you've been loved by Julio. He told me to say hello.
I can see you out there. Well, John and I, actually all the guys in the band, will tell you that working in show business, not everything goes according to plan. And this next song we're going to do was a huge hit. It was a remake for Phil Collins. And after a long hiatus, he had scheduled a grand comeback performance in Miami Beach. And I was hired to sing backgrounds for him. And the day of the show, he had gotten very sick, and he wasn't able to sing. So he walks out on stage and announces to the audience that the lovely Beth Cohen is going to sing his song for him. And I got out there and I sang the song, and he's playing tambourine next to me, and all I kept thinking is, man, I am so glad I didn't buy a ticket to go see Phil Collins. Thank you. True story. So I have to say, out of all the artists I get to work for, I think I've had the most fun with the Bee Gees. And I get to be the duet partner with Mr. Barry Gibb. Oh, there we go. And getting to sing the wonderful songs he wrote for ladies like Barbra Streisand, like Dolly Parton.
so very, very much. Woo! These guys are great. Now, let me tell you, there's a special treat that we have. We have a couple of virtual presentations that you're going to see because we have so many people and so many performers that they all could not physically get here. However, the performer that you saw earlier this evening, Andrew Ragone, who you just loved, you know, the tall, handsome guy, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, really, I know. Well, he was the founder of this next group, and we're going to do a presentation for you of a wonderful, wonderful group that has toured this area and is in such popular demand that they're going to come back and they're going to be touring again in this area. I'm just waiting for them to give me the cue as soon as they get that video up and running. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Please sit here and watch this. They're fantastic. Amore forever.
Listen to the music of the night. Let the light sound journey go straight to the world. Leave a part of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be.
for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and dream. And now I'll be here holding you. As long as you're mine. Oh, as long as you're
Business I know, business I know. Everything about it is appealing.
Everything that happy will now.
No one can lick at that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra power.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and bienvenue, welcome. Friend, it was a stranger. Je suis au champ.
Be a lady, luck, be a lady tonight.
It's gonna rain on board.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes, I can. It can.
Wait a minute. Can't we all just get along? Yes, we
Don't forget Romeo and Julia, give me that boy's famous
Why